MailChimp campaigns are the emails that you send to your subscribers. Campaigns are created from the templates you design, and you can create campaigns of all types: email newsletters, holiday messages, sales and events notices, etc. Some of the things that you'll want to collect before working on your campaign is a list of existing collateral, that is, the images, blog post, bits of copy, other marketing material that you want to include in the campaign. This is where content reuse is highly recommended, because your team may have written some excellent blog posts designed to drive traffic to your website through organic SEO, and you may want to be sure that your subscribers are seeing that content. When they don't always visit your website to read the blog, they can see it in your newsletters. Your subscribers interact with your online content in a variety of ways. If they are connected to you via social media, they may see a post and click to read it, for example. Putting your online content into your newsletter is a great way to create a newsletter quickly, and also to remind your readers that you have other great stuff that they can read. One important thing to remember when creating an email campaign is keep it short. No one likes to get a big long email. They won't read it anyway. They'll just skim for the bits that they're interested in and delete it. What readers do like to have is short bits of copy so they can choose what they want to spend their time reading. And they also like to get something for their effort. So including a coupon or a notice about an upcoming event is a good idea. So now we're back at MailChimp.com and Kimberly's MailChimp dashboard. Let's select the Campaigns tab. We haven't created a campaign yet, so we'll click Create Campaign in the top right corner. You can send a variety of campaign types, but the most useful is regular old campaigns, which means one campaign is sent to every person on your list. Split testing a campaign means to send a slightly different campaign to two different lists of subscribers. This lets you test a particular subject line, a from name, or a time of day. The most common campaign is a regular old campaign, which is what we're going to select now. This is where our list becomes really important. Choose the list of subscribers to send this campaign to. We have only one list, but if we had multiple lists, they would display here. For example, we might have a list of vendors or those subscribers who just want to receive coupons. Use the buttons along the bottom to track your progress or jump back and forth between different sections. In this case, we're going to click Next. Type the email name of your campaign. Now, this is how you will recognize it in the campaign list when you want to review the results of your campaign later. The name will not display to your readers. Next, you're going to type your email subject line. Something eye-catching is always a good idea, because if you remember, this email is going to appear in a long list of emails in a very busy inbox. It's also a good idea to include some branding in the subject line so that your readers instantly recognize this campaign and choose to read it now or wait until they have a break. It's very important to recognize that spammy subject lines will get you rejected from most email boxes, depending on the settings. If your email is going to someone's work inbox, for example, it may never get through to your subscriber if the corporate spam settings are highly controlled. You can see MailChimp's advice on how to write safe, eye-catching headlines, but note that $signs and exclamation points are two big no-nos. The from name is always the person from whom the message is being sent. Again, this should be something that your readers recognize so that they don't automatically delete it. In our case, it's automatically populated for us because we typed this in earlier. And this is the name we're going to use. Next, we're going to type the from email address. This is the email address that displays in the from field in the email inbox. This should be a bona fide email address, and if the campaign is sent from a corporate account, it should be a corporate email address. This is the address to which your readers will respond. Often this is an info@ email address, or you could choose to make it more personal, as we've done here. We're going to skip over the manage replies because this is for paid accounts only. Merge tags are items from your list, like first name and last name, and they're useful for personalizing the email. Since we only have a few columns in our list, we don't have a lot of merge tags to choose, but first name is always a good idea. Why first name? Have you ever noticed that when you get a truly spammy email from, say, outside the country, it's addressed in a weird formal language, like Dear Sir or Madam? This is why using a first name is a good idea. It's not disrespectful. It's a way to connect with your subscribers. People like seeing their name. Depending on what kind of results you want to pay attention to, you'll make tracking selections here. Items like tracking the opens and clicks are useful for telling you whether your readers are engaging with your content by opening it and/or clicking a link in the content you send. This can help you know what your readers are interested in, so you can give them more of it. Plain text clicks are only useful if your readers are not used to reading HTML emails, and very few people have that issue these days. Selecting Google Analytics tracking is a good idea if you want to know whether traffic is coming to your website from your campaigns. You should modify this title so that you can recognize it in Google Analytics. It's usually pretty useful to copy and paste the title of the campaign here. Next, we're going to move on to the social media. Here you can select whether or not you want to automatically tweet the campaign when it goes out. You'll notice a merge tag for the URL is already included, so if someone sees the tweet and finds it interesting, they can click the link and go to your website for more information. MailChimp creates a specific URL for each of your campaigns so that users can read it later online if they prefer. If you use hashtags, you can include a hashtag in your tweet as well. Remember the 140-character limit for tweets and keep things short and sweet. I usually like to include the campaign title, let them click the URL, and talk about the email subject line. MailChimp calculates the characters for you so you can keep well under that 140-character limit. You can also auto-post your campaigns to your Facebook page and allow subscribers to comment on the post. Remember that eye-catching headlines are important to get people to engage with your social media posts. You can change the post headlines here or use the email subject line you already have by copying and pasting it. If you have time-sensitive campaigns, like a spring sale or a workshop with a specific date, you'll want to keep the titles relatively similar so that they're recognizable. Again, copying and pasting the subject line is usually plenty. There are two more options at the bottom of this screen. One is to convert videos, which doesn't apply to us, and the other is selected by default. MailChimp adds an identifier to your emails to tell email platforms that this message is not spam. It's best to leave this selected. Now we're finished with the setup screen. In the next video, we'll pick back up, starting with choosing a template.